We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Felix Hernandez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. Dan, any thoughts?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. He was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
Stepping into the box, Jeff McNeil. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The third baseman.
First offering on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's his solo home run here leading off the ball game. Third home run for him on the year, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, that's going to wake everyone up. First pitch of the game. Now you understand why the manager puts this beast in the leadoff spot.
So here's Pete Alonso.
The first baseman.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. From the stretch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, when you're almost hitting guys, that's a sign that you're a little bit too jumpy out there to start the game. So that's a good move by the guy behind the plate to just come out and talk to him and encourage him and settle him down a little bit.
The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
one thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Alonso leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Curveball right on the black, taken for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Well, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The second baseman, Robinson Cano, comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1. The 1-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. And he puts it on the ground to second. Albies scoops it up. Echeverria for 1. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. And 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Mets 2 and the Braves nothing. Rick Porcello gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Standing in, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Nimmo is under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Batting center, the right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Stepping in, Nick Markakis. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here's the first pitch to him. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they're coming off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Conforto is there, 2 down.
Batting first, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Settling in now, Freddie Freeman. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Porcello has his target. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman. Fouled away. One and 2. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Here's Marcelo Zuna, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone at strike 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 3 homers, 9 driven in. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in, Brandon Nimmo, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Ahmed.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 5 base hits in the series for him through 9 at-bats, so he's been very productive at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A runner at first with no outs here. Two balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Runners on the move for second. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And this will bang up against the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
So now to the plate, Rick Porcello. Now a bunt attempt here. Riley is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 6.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First delivery to him on the way. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 1 out and a runner on second base. And another foul ball. The 3-2 one more time, and that misses. Ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. And this one's in the dirt. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hot shot to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
The batter, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
In now, Michael Conforto, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. Change up, and he ain't buying it, 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
That evens it up, 1-1. One and one. Here it is. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
He's set. The 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Robinson Cano would be next. He's set. The payoff pitch. Fouled off. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he fouls this one off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Payoff pitch on its way. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. On a line, that's a base hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Sean Newcomb is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Here's Robbie Cano now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2.
Get him down now.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Cano is in Don't You Know, part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. The 1-1 home.
Swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the bottom of the second. Mets out in front, 5-0. The next to bat for Atlanta, Tyler Flowers. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-0 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the pitch.
Here we go. I got to count 1 and 2.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Ready now, Adam Duvall, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
7, the shortstop,
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Adeiny Echeverria. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The 0-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Hit well towards the hole. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Stepping in now, Austin Riley. Fouled away. He's got that batting average even at a point where even a 1 for 5 will gain him some points. 1 home run and 3 driven in. Now the 0-1. Fouled off. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
At the plate, Sean Newcomb. He swings and grounds it to short. Rosario brings it in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Mets.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. The 1-0. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Ready on 1-2.
Ball.
Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 0-1 the count. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there, as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
1 ball, no strikes to count. One out count. Here it is. Now the double steal is on here. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Now back.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
He's set, and the pitch. Fastball just inside.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Line hard to the left side. Foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Scooped up, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Number 6.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jeff McNeil. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's the first pitch to him. On a line, that's a base hit. 1 run is scored. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 8-0.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 3. 3 runs already home here.
Come on, get him out of there.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
On a line, that's a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Ozuna. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And the throw comes in, and all 3 runners are forced to hold on with 1 away now. So 1 man gone for the Mets in the third. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch. 2-1 the count.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Markakis. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead, make it 9-0.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Luke Jackson is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Robinson Cano will be the first one to greet him now, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-0.
Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Rip toward the gap in right. One run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. He scores as they extend their lead even further.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Cano is on his way home. The relay, but he'll get in there with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
So here's Brandon Nimmo as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Mets lead this one 12-0.
We're just about set to go here as the Braves come to bat in the 3rd inning, and this is an offense that's really been productive this year. Coming into the day, they are up near the top of the league in home run production, so it's certainly safe to say they're a fun bunch to watch swing the bats. When asked about their success with the long ball, one player told me, "Yeah, home runs are fun and they can change a whole game. So when we get a pitch we can do damage on, you better believe we're looking to launch." Matt, back to you.
Thank you, Heidi. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Here comes the first pitch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Here's another 1-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cespedes is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Ready for another chance? Freddie Freeman, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for first baseman in the National League. Porcello gets the sign. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Next for the Mets, Ahmed Rosario. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Flowers has it, and he makes the throw to first. Rosario is retired, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
The Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Man, did this one get ugly early. As a starting pitcher, you're looking to get some length, and certainly 5 or 6 innings. He couldn't even get out of the 2nd inning in this one. This is one he'd certainly like to forget.
Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, number 6.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jeff McNeil. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam. Sandwich.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Pitch on the way. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Two and one. Pitch on the way. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And, oh, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike 2 now. Count still full, 3-2. Popped him up. McNeil shading to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Now at the plate, Tyler Flowers looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Adam Duvall.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Duvall. Porcello has his target. Here's the first pitch. This one's down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pete Alonso. He singled his last time up.
Alonso.
First pitch of the at-bat.
At the ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Back goes Ozuna. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Standing in, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Hechavarria. Oh, barehanded. Touché, sir.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Ramos. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded to third. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mets lead it 12-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's Echeverria now. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
To third. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Striding in once again, Austin Riley, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get
high in the air and deep to straightaway left. Looking up is Cespedes. Gone! Solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Ronald Acuna will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 home.
Oh, that's 6 out.
Three and 0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta.
Here we go.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
3-2.
Line drive base hit.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up Ozzie Albies. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Smoke toward the hole, and a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down, and they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. This is pulled into right. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. Left side, but well foul. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the 0-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Comes set, now the pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. First and second now, 1 man out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Boy, this has been a different guy in the 5th inning. First 4 innings on cruise control.
A dive, but it's off his glove. He'll shuffle it on over to Porcello, covering for the out.
The left fielder, number 20, Porcello. 0-2.
2 gone now in the Atlanta half of the 5th, and that'll bring up the big RBI bat of Marcell Ozuna. From the stretch.
At the ball.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The 1-0 delivery. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs. It looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 12 and the Braves 3. Mark Melanson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Cano waits on the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First offering on its way. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 1 out, nobody on. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 home.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2. Left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
At the end of the day, it's all about result. He didn't do one thing right from an offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Brandon Nimmo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
At the plate now, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. And it's fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets strand one. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Into the box now, Adam Duvall. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The 1-0.
Nope, that's a ball. 2 balls, no strike. Count 3-0. Hey!
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Show some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Digging in once again, Adeiny Echeverria. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He waits. Now the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Cespedes is there. 1 out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Digging in now, Austin Riley. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Ender Inciarte will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
number 11, Ender Inciarte.
A high fastball is in there. Porcello sets. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
activation. Aldi.
So up steps Ozzie Albies as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Oh and 1, here it comes. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 1-1. Swung on but fouled off to the left. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
And that retires the side. 2 left for Atlanta. They're down a bunch. It's 12-3. Chris Martin comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
55. Martin.
J.D. Davis is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The average sitting at 292 here to start play. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. And it's quickly 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Now here it comes.
3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Good battle. Count remains full. Hot shot down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. So here's Jeff McNeil. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
And he falls behind. 0-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A solo shot down the line in right, his second of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Well, he's as hot as anybody in the game right now, hitting a homer yesterday and 2 more today. They need to rethink whatever strategy they're using to pitch to him because he's killing them.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Pete Alonso, as he'll swing and pop this one up near second base. Albies
Is in his tracks now. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Stepping in, Michael Conforto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball 1.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
2 out, nobody on. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0. Outside. 3-0 now.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Wilson Ramos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
A runner on first with 2 away. And there's ball 1. The 1-1 home is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. The 2-1 home. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The 2-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year as they just continue to pour it on here. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, Dero, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And that's in there, base hit. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with a good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Into the box now, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. 2 out here and a runner at second. And it's 1-1.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Grounder down the line at third, and he'll tag the runner coming by, at least make him throw it, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Mets are out on top 15-3. Walker Lockett gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Walker Lockett.
Stepping in for the Braves, Nick Markakis. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Markakis ahead with a 3-1 count here.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Cano gets to it, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Ready for another shot now. Freddie Freeman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
2-0 count, the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Marcell Ozuna is on deck. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Stepping in now, Marcell Ozuna, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Into the box, Tyler Flowers, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. Hit in the air to center field. Nimmo in pursuit. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Up next for Atlanta, the center fielder, Adam Duvall.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Oh, that's low.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Heading out towards shallow right. Conforto is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Braves will settle for just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Mets out in front, 15-4. Ready to begin the 8th. At the plate, Brandon Nimmo. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Here's the pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Stepping up to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Here it comes. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
That's a close pitch right there, but I think he's just nibbling a little bit too much. Out of the pen sometimes, you just have to come in and go right after guys.
The 3-1. Grounded to the right. Albies picks it up. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 61, Walker Lockett.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Walker Lockett, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. The pitch.
Upstairs. Come on, what are you doing?
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. Mets go down 1-2-3. But you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Coming to the plate now, Adeiny Echeverria. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. The 0-1 delivery. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
So now to the plate, Austin Riley. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This is foul right side. Nobody out, runner on first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
This is in the air to left. Cespedes will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Dansby Swanson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Braves, number 7, Dansby Swanson.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Runners on first with 1 down. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Justin Wilson takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Ozzie Albies will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. From the stretch. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Wilson is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
I got 2 on the count.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
2-2 now.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's another 2-2 down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Nick Markakis digging in now. He was a ground-out victim last time up. He's set, and the pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And he misses with it 1-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Hit in the air to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
The first baseman.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded, and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, and their runners at the corners now. From the belt, the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Two balls and a strike to Freeman.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And that's low, ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Marcell Ozuna, looking to cut into that big deficit they've got in front of them. From the stretch.
No, that's down.
Two out, bases loaded. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Fouled away. Two and 2 to Marcell Ozuna. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left on base. 9th inning coming up. The Mets lead this one 15-5. Shane Green enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Jeff McNeil will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Riley is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Digging in, Pete Alonso. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. Fouled off. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Coming to the plate now, Tyler Flowers, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch coming, here it is. A ball and no strikes. And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the pitch. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate now, Adam Duvall. On to first, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out.
Now batting, shortstop, JD Echeverria.
Now at the plate, Adeiny Echeverria. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First offering on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
15-5 is the final. New York jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Rick Porcello earns the win, his second. Felix Hernandez was unable to work out of the second inning as he saddled with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The winning pitcher is Rick Porcello. His record is now 2-2. The loss is to Felix Hernandez. He falls to 0-2. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes.